It's so easy to conclude that ADA has many headaches. So much has happened recently, and everyone is wondering whether these problems will be swept under the carpet to let peace reign. Cardano looks like it has little to nothing to stay afloat. So will it ever rise from the ashes, so to speak? At the beginning of the year, when the crypto market seemed to extend its stay, crypto holders were anxiously watching their favorite altcoins continue to crash and wondered which ones will live to see the next crypto bull market. Whether we see it or not, Cardano is one of the few altcoins that has managed to maintain its market dominance, while its competitors had collapsed. But don't get us wrong, ADA is still yet to find its bear market bottom. The Cardano founder, Charles Hoskinson, has been so responsive to situations bedeviling crypto and Cardano ADA. He has an awkward history with Ethereum, the second largest cryptocurrency by market cap, but this has not permitted him to establish Cardano based on emotions. When things go south in the Cardano ecosystem, Hoskinson posts videos or tweets to talk about it. Simply put, Cardano holders have not been left in the dark. Last year, apart from refusing to establish a certain prediction for the ADA coin price, another thing that Charles did was rebrand the Ethereum Classic Twitter account to Ergo, which is a proof-of-work crypto project closely affiliated with Cardano that has acted as its de facto testnet. This rebrand came as a shock to the crypto community. This was partly because not many people knew that Charles Hoskinson was technically the owner of the Ethereum Classic Twitter account, and because he refused to return the account to the Ethereum Classic community. It was generally believed that Charles Hoskinson rebranded the Twitter account after the Ethereum Classic community refused to pass an IOG proposal. But moving forward, a significant announcement was made at the end of November 2022, and this was about shutting down of the stablecoin protocol Ardana and its related zero-knowledge scaling solution Orbis protocol. This was a major headache for the Cardano ecosystem, as the news came as a huge surprise to the Cardano community. Why? That's because Ardana appeared to be a high-quality Cardano project with a solid team. It was a copy of MakerDAO, which included stablecoin DEX like Curve Finance, and MakerDAO and Curve Finance have consistently had the largest total value locked on Ethereum. At the time, Ardana had also received over $10 million in funding from prominent crypto VCs. A whole lot of sacrifices, isn't it? It even received funding from IOHK via the C Fund, and in a follow-up video, Charles Hoskinson explained that he even invested some of his own money into Ardana through the C Fund. Ardana was also part of the panel discussion about DeFi at the Cardano Summit 2022, a few days before the project went bust. The craziest part is that Ardana was weeks away from launching its first decentralized stablecoin, known as DUSD. Many in the Cardano community accuse Ardana of being rock pools, especially as Orbis has started an NFT-based ICO a few days before shutting down. This was a difficult situation, and Cardano was caught in the middle of all of it. So let's just say that last year was a turbulent year for Cardano, and there were no strategies to sustain calmness. Many assume that Cardano ADA will not make it to 2023, but it did, and instead of spinning things around and initiating a glorious comeback, it is currently laced with low prices and a victim of the SEC's vehement regulation. Yeah, the SEC. Remember when the Bitcoin preacher Michael Saylor alleged that ADA was a security? We guess the SEC started its investigations from that moment, and right now, poor little Cardano ADA has nowhere to run because it has been labeled as a security by the SEC. The SEC came with full force, but to save the reputation of Cardano, Charles Hoskinson stood his ground and firmly denied the SEC's allegations that Cardano's native ADA token qualifies as a security. The facts might be inconvenient to the SEC, but are facts, Hoskinson tweeted, pointing out that there was no ADA that was sold in the US, and that the original financing was done in Japan with vouchers that were later converted into ADA in an airdrop in 2017. This was even a reminder because Charles Hoskinson had addressed the issue before. His tweet came in response to lawyer and crypto enthusiast Bill Morgan, who argued that adding functionality and marketing a product, as done with ADA, does not equate to selling a security. Notably, Cardano was launched as an open-source public blockchain in 2015 by Hoskinson. The project conducted its initial coin offering in Japan, thereby earning the name Japanese Ethereum. At the time, Cardano was one of the largest ICOs ever held in Asia, and ADA rapidly became one of the top cryptocurrencies by market capitalization. Then the pieces started coming together. The project became widely recognized for its rigorous peer-reviewed approach to blockchain development, but it continued to face criticism for being vaporware due to its apparent lack of use cases. Plus, the SEC's allegations against Cardano came in the wake of a bombshell lawsuits against cryptocurrency exchanges Binance and Coinbase. In a statement, IOG responded to the SEC's claims, arguing that the ADA token is not a security under US securities laws. They claim that they have merely been improving and adding functionality to the Cardano blockchain, similar to a software developer enhancing a product. A process they maintain does not equate to selling a security. It was probably a difficult time for Charles Hoskinson as critics began to storm the Cardano ecosystem with various allegations. In the past few weeks, Charles Hoskinson has been responding to critics and resolving different misconceptions about Cardano. One of the recent ones was when Twitter users Swan.ada published part of a podcast hosted by entrepreneur Mario Nawfal and crypto trader Scott Milker, in which the co-founder of Valkyrie, Stephen McClurg, was one of the guests. When asked about crypto and securities, he answered that he believes cryptocurrencies to be securities under US law, and Cardano ADA to be among them as one of the biggest coins that have been mentioned by the SEC. McClurg became more specific as he mentioned the way Cardano was issued and distributed, added that Charles Hoskinson and the dev team made a lot of money on selling ADA. According to him, if Cardano is sued and ADA creators prosecuted, builders of apps on that blockchain should and would be affected. Hoskinson tweeted a response to the allegations stating, "Notice, they never use facts or fully explain. Also, who registers, what gets filed and disclosed." Furthermore, with almost $400 million in liquidations, the last few days showed no mercy to Bitcoin and altcoin traders. Meanwhile, Binance CEO Champagne CZ Zhao warned that we should not trust the narratives distributed by Twitter insiders, allegedly knowing the only true reasons for the ongoing massacre. Binance's CD did a good job as he slammed the narratives about reasons for the altcoin sell-off. Despite many people on crypto Twitter claiming they know why altcoins are bleeding right now, nobody is certain about the root of this plague. As such, we should keep our sanity by not listening to this kind of stuff like Binance FUD, Robinhood FUD, and other conspiracy theories that are popping up here and there on Twitter. CZ tweeted, attaching a picture, "Why is the market going up or down? No one knows. A lot of people claim to know and can often pin it on a single, often wrong reason. In reality, there are many sellers and buyers in a market. Everyone may have their reasons. A few examples. False narrative. Namely, CEO slammed 3 exclusive insides that recently gained traction. First, he assured that Binance BNB does not increase the share of cash in its holdings. Some accounts attributed altcoins price annihilation to this hypothetical process. Besides, Binance uses its cash to increase cryptocurrency holdings. Also, Bitcoin expert India, a pseudonymous Twitter account, is spreading rumors about Robinhood's decision to forcefully market sell all tokens is going to delist. As per this theory, Robinhood can dump over $1.3 billion in Cardano, Solana, and Polygon over the next 2 weeks. Binance's CEO admits that he has no idea about such prospects, and he finally urged investors to not fall victim to the US ban and China ban narratives that gained traction during the regulatory attack. His followers even recalled that such alarming predictions have been spinning on Twitter for at least 7 years. Binance is also in trouble with the SEC, so it's amazing to see this kind of report from his founder, who should have been worried about other things. The situation is super choking already, and crypto media should make the crypto environment less unbearable. Will Cardano survive? Well, we're not sure, but this is a point where the words of the Coin Bureau founder, Guy Turner, should be referenced. In February, Turner said Cardano has a bright future. As a matter of fact, he said, "I'd go for ADA at the moment. Yeah, it's got its problems and it's got its detractors, but I do think that it has made a lot of progress recently. I think the Valsa upgrades seem to go pretty well. There's obviously a dedicated Cardano community, which I like." But that's going to do it for today's video. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons, and we'll see you in the next video.